time for the Heritage College Health and Wellness Topic of the Day with Uncle Danny.
Hey, this is Uncle Danny. The topic for today is sickle cell disease and ways to maintain a healthy workout routine if you have this condition. I was granted an interview with Joyce Clytus, the sickle cell coordinator for Children's Hospital here in Oklahoma City. So let's go to that interview now. Thank you for giving me your time today to talk about sickle cell disease. First of all, I'd like to ask, what exactly is sickle cell disease and sickle cell trait?
Sickle cell disease is actually an inherited disease where you get a hemoglobin mutation from either parent, and you put those together, and it causes a disease. A trait is where you just inherit one of those from the parent, and a regular hemoglobin gene from the other parent.
How exactly can the sickle cell affect exercise and, in general fitness and athleticism in people with that condition?
It really just depends on if there are other underlying issues with the child or with the individual. Exercise itself in moderation is not dangerous. Obviously, things that are outside of moderation can cause dehydration, and that dehydration can cause sickle cell crisis in someone that has sickle cell disease.
So hydration is of the utmost importance in people with sickle cell disease?
Hydration is very important. It's not going to negate a crisis, but it can definitely help prevent a crisis.
Okay, so as far as, say, cardiovascularly, if I have a client who wants to go become a marathon runner, is there a process by which I, as a personal trainer, can begin him on that track that would be safe for him to do to eventually, say, a year from now, be able to maybe run a half marathon?
I would, as a nurse that takes care of a population of patients that have sickle cell disease, I would not recommend that any of my clients prepare to run a marathon.
Kind of low-impact cardio stuff, more for just wellness.
Correct.
All right, so special considerations for clients with sickle cell that desire to be active in sports or that just want to work out and get healthy. Can they follow kind of a general guideline of most people with extra added hydration and low-impact aerobics then?
I think that's probably a good recommendation. They also need to, there's specific things that are related to contact sports. We do not recommend that our patients be involved in contact sports simply because of the risk of injury, and then there's just different things that we have to do or that have to be done once they are injured. You can't treat them with ice and things like that. So we have specific recommendations for, interacting and participating in sport.
Oh, so that's interesting. I didn't realize that. So if I have a client that twists their ankle or something, the best recommendation is not to ice it, but to come see the clinic?
If they have sickle cell disease, it's not to ice it. We'll recommend, warm pads, but we definitely discourage ice, because it can precipitate a sickle cell crisis.
Wow. Well, could you maybe tell me some of the factors that can precipitate a sickle cell crisis?
Stress, infection, dehydration, cold, exposure to cold, temperatures. That's going to be about it.
Well, that was fantastic. I'd like to thank Joyce and Children's Hospital for the time to do this interview with us today. The rest of the group here in front of you are going to discuss some healthy exercise options to help you maintain a healthy lifestyle, even if you have sickle cell disease. Take it away, fellas.